Right, so calling the shots. The album released on Amazing Radio. The digital album itself is free. It's free to download from Amazing Radio. Obviously, I appreciate all the streams and that at Amazing Radio. Obviously, I make some change from all of that. From each stream, I make about 22p, and the actual broadcasts. Internet community radio station itself, Amazing Radio. So like mixing the project itself, calling the shots, has been a bit difficult. The equipment and stuff, I don't have all of my belongings anymore, since all like my problems with being illegally evicted by fraud of court back in 2017. I've like been moved around from pillar to post in lots of temporary accommodation, and that kind of like several times in the last 5 years, without actual resolution in accountability from the local authority and its social housing developer, because of the fraud of court from back in 2017. So the last 5 years of my life have been like a nightmare, really, and I've lost a lot of my belongings and my equipment and stuff like that, and having to move around all the time has been a pain, especially in all the kind of impact of all the fraud, like for liabilities and stuff, and the misinformation and misrepresentations and stuff like that. So right, mixing the project itself has been difficult because of equipment, just balancing the different parts, and that. Although I've got one or two new pieces, like my new iPhone 13, although I've been using it without automation. So the GarageBand software itself, I have rendered some mixes and whatnot, but it's been without automation. Automation itself, if you don't know what it's for, it actually it's to do with the pitch. So when you render mixes and stuff like that, if you do use automation, it will change the pitch within whatever parts you use it on with rendering and mix down. So several of the playbacks that I've uploaded and played back, they seem a bit squashed, like they got a lot of bass-ended drum mix mistakes where the kind of bass of the drums are very squashed in the mix. They're not sounding full of high-ended sheen, they're just sounding sort of like crushed by like too much bass, really, bass-ended mixes. However, the album itself is, although it's only small, it's kind of like only like sort of 9 tracks, cohesively, it's contained a mixture of influences and inspirations, ranging from like the likes of folk music, jazz, blues rock, reggaeton and R&B. It's like experimental kind of like album, and I've been working on it since last year in 2021. A lot of the beats I bought last year, and within the kind of beat purchases that I have made and that I am subscribed for in my artist development. The new year for 2022 is like been a promotional start to the year via my social network and that. And all involved in making the album what it is, that are from like the likes of the UK and the USA, that have collaboratively produced many aspects of the project itself at a distance, to get this product like out there and get it done. They've all been creating this collaboratively as like within the likes of the human activity. There are a bunch of different old school like brands, old school heads that are out there, serviceable, and they do more than just like sell their beats. They'll remix them, they'll customize them and all that. They'll make them exclusive if you pay and everything, and They also do mixing and mastering, as that's also a serviceable element to what they do within their licenses and contracts. Brands like Anno Domini Nation, Legion Beats, and that Mark Goebel, and Wishmaster Beats. There's a whole bunch of different parts. Why did I call it Calling the Shots? Well, in terms of like the lyrics that I've been working on and developing for the last kind of 4.5 months, 5 months, and all that experimental elements, I like the type, I like electronic, kind of chilled out trip hop, sort of nerdcore hip hop beats that I've been working on within my rap music. That side of my adult urban kind of abstractism or abstraction. Within all the types of like the hip hop that I've been influenced by, and the kind of urban pop dance scene of like Amazing Radio. I called it Calling the Shots because of the iconicism is what I want to say. So I'm almost saying iconicism, but iconicism, the iconicism of the product itself is the whole point that I'm giving away in Calling the Shots. It almost coincides with the old project from back in 2020, the bundle that I bought from Legion Beats and Anno Domini with the features from like Razcast and King Crooked, as well as Corrupt and Planet Asia. That bundle itself is called Industry Icons. So like within the relevance of obviously what I've been working on for the last few months, I titled it Calling the Shots because I was wanting to address issues within betrayal, issues within fraud, stuff that's really like sort of relevant and proportionate, like in general, just in life, and the kind of, you know, of the fight that we all have and sufficing for doing the right thing to do in life, you know. So like that's really like how pertinent the whole point is. So with that, I took it all the way to the shoes, and the shoes of it is like the biggest, most important, the single most important ultimate emphasis I could give it. Because like if you betray your own shoes and that, and whilst you can't even fit into the likes of anyone else's, you know, to walk the walk and that, then you're not going to be calling the shots, are you? Like those that fit their own and keep it that way without betraying them. So that's all at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. There's one of the beats on Calling the Shots is actually from the bundle Industry Icons itself. That's the Falling Down track with the hook. That's actually from the 30 beats that I featured within that bundle from the Industry Icons. And I put that within the little collection that's available within this podcast and exclusively at Amazing Radio for free. So, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for the next installment from my podcast. That's what you're waiting for. Hopefully, you're enjoying this. Safe and well, and this finds you safe and well always. If you do have COVID or Omicron, stay home, save lives, recover, don't have any accidents, enjoy putting your feet up. If you're engaging within education, health and work, I hope that you're able to concentrate on your profession and develop your professional skills and that without any problems. Thank you for listening. I'll leave it at that as we roll into the next.